because people generally start a business to give them time, to give them money, to give them autonomy so they can be their own boss. And that is freedom in your working life, isn't it? Um,
Yeah,
you do have to escape at some point.
yes, I love it how profit first is the overall philosophy rather than just, well, I don't think that entrepreneurs are proactive about how they handle their finances. It's
Oh,
one of the areas that needs to be separate. We'll do whatever the government is saying, we'll follow those rules, we'll do whatever the accountant is saying, and we won't. But this is actually the overall philosophy that needs to be embraced proactively in
yeah,
order to create way more space
yeah,
in your business, right?
yeah.
What do you think? So I'm wondering, what happened at some point? Why do you think that issue exists? Why do you think the formula is sales minus expenses equals profit? What happened?
It wasn't built for business owners. It was a way that the tax and the accountants could work out how much tax people owed for the taxman. So, I mean, the accounts double entry is hundreds of years old. It was actually devised by monks in the UK, right? And they were tax collectors for the church. All right. So that's because in the UK, the churches owned the parishes, which are like villages or areas, and they collected the tax on behalf of the people. And they devised what we call the double entry system. So the double entry system is what goes in must come out. So if you've got money coming into your bank, where has it come out from? And it's generally come out of people's purses. So they would list all the villagers or the parishioners it's who's it's come out of, and it's come into the tax man's bag of coins, isn't it? So that's double entry. All right. And when it went back out of the tax man and went to the church or to the Sherwood, what was it called? The Sheriff of Nottingham or whoever they were paying the taxes to, um, it would come out of the bank in the ledger and into the sheriff's ledger. So that's why we call them bookkeeping, because it was lots of books.
Right.
Okay, so that's the system that was devised so that they could work out who collected tax. And so when they look at, and the accounts, the financial statements, they then started asking businesses to prove that this is the only money that they've got coming in. All right, so then they had to write their sales, how much they've got going out, and what their profit was. And that's because it's the profit it's like a sum, it's like a maths problem. So you've got add in, take away, equals. Okay. And then that's the figure at the
Yeah,
bottom that they would say, well, you need to give
kind
us
of makes
a
sense,
certain
right?
percentage, right? So it wasn't ever built for business owners. It was built
Yeah,
for the tax.
that's
So
so
we need
interesting.
a system. And that's why grandparents knew that when they gave the money,